The only TikTok advice you'll ever need to become a part of the upper class?
Or nice and done. Buy this small home right here and create your own multi-million-dollar home. Don't buy this nice home for $3 million. Buy this small home right here for $1.2 million. Buy this home for $1.2 million. Then you tear it down. Then spend $800,000 and build a brand new home on it. Now you spend $2 million for a brand new home exactly how you want it, and it's worth $3 million, just like your neighbor. The extra $1 million is what I call sweat equity.
Who has that kind of money? What is he saying, bro? Where do you live while the building is happening? Do you live on the street outside? People should buy houses to live in them. He's just like, whoa, I don't understand. Like, don't buy this $3 million house. Buy this $1.2 million house and then add another $800,000 on top of that. And it's like, okay, where did you get the money? First of all, where did you get the $2 million? And also, you had that kind of cash on hand? Because no one is buying a $3 million house with $3 million in their pocket. They're buying it and then, you know, they're putting a down payment on a mortgage. I should know. I bought one famously. These cheat codes are so funny. They're always like, dude, here's a cheat code. You want to get rich fast? Don't fly business class. Charter a private jet with your friends. And it's like, okay, you skipped some steps to get to the part where people were even flying business class. Kind of stupid. It all comes down to how to get rich equal just be rich.
You know why I always talk about buy the small home and create your own sweat equity, because that's a better investment. Don't buy this multi-million.
How to be rich, have money, make more money. Yeah, I mean, it takes time to build a house too, so the $800,000 will be a lot more with the lost value of not investing it in other resources. Yeah, that is like when these dudes try to make these like you know, pro-capitalist you know, just make money forehead takes. It's also not even sound investment advice.
Would you rather have me give you $1 million or teach you how to make $1 million?
Give me the $1 million. Literally, give me the $1 million, you fucking idiot. Give me the $1 million. Anyone who says teach me how to make $1 million is a dumbass. Give me the $1 million right now.
You prefer?
I prefer how to learn how to do it so I can keep making millions over and over.
Shut up, Russell. You're a fucking idiot, dude. Russell, you're so dumb. What is wrong with you, Russell? Literally take the $1 million and invest it, dumbass.
And I don't have to rely on my parents in the future.
You don't have to rely on your parents in the future if you have $1 million.
All right, Hasan, what do you prefer?
I prefer to learn how to make $1 million because you learn a lot of lessons.
Oh my God, Hudson, you're stupid too. Why are you guys both so dumb?
The process of making millions.
It's easy for me to give these guys millions of dollars when I pass away, but it's not gonna do them no good because I'm raising kids with no grit. I'd rather teach them how to make millions so that way they can pass it on to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. Bam!
Why don't you just give them $1 million and then teach them how to make $1 million? I mean, let's be real. That's what he's gonna do anyway.
Would you rather have?
They're not dumb. They're liars. How to pay 0% taxes? What is this?
The IRS knows how much money you have at the end of the year. I'll tell you a secret. All right, they don't. The IRS only knows what's reported to them. So if you work a traditional 9-to-5, you get a W-2 form, right? And your employer files a similar W-2 form. And if those two numbers match up, you're fine. You're in the green. If they don't, that's when you get an audit. Now let's say you never file a W-2. They never get a 1099. Well, the IRS has no idea how much money you have. There's not some kind of centralized database of every single bank account and every single transaction you've ever made. I mean, that'd be ridiculous, right? And impossible to comb through. Now, I'm not saying they can't have access to any bank account they want, sure. But first they have to find the bank account.
What?
They have no idea what.
Why is he? This is not actual advice, right? This is a joke, right? He's not saying, here's some financial advice. Commit tax fraud. You will 1000% go to jail, okay? Especially if you're on Instagram. Motherfuckers that commit tax fraud are able to do that by, you know, purchasing Congress, okay? They're billionaires and shit. They're not homies on Instagram.
What you bank. I'll do with the information what you will. Happy conning.
You will be unrecognizable if you do these for 50 days. Morning routine for 1 hour, no distraction, no phone. Exercise for 1 hour a day. Dedicate 1 hour towards new skill. What's the skill? Bro, also, how do you have this many hours? Also, only 10 pages of reading? Motherfucker said, work out for an hour and then said 10 pages of reading for you. I mean, at least they know the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least they know how fucking doo-doo brain their audience is. Follow a healthy diet. Track your daily progress in a journal. Okay, but like, where is the work in that situation? Like, where how is he going to work? Motherfucker woke up before 8 a.m. to not go to work, dude.
Jeff Bezos is only rich because he's lucky. Well, not exactly. While a VP at hedge fund D.E. Shaw, Bezos stumbled into an article that said the internet was projected to grow at 2,300%. Almost immediately, he came up with the idea.
Okay, luckily he stumbled across that article, I guess. There you go.
To build an online store, identifying books as the first category that he'd disrupt. And pretty soon after that, Bezos was off to the races and started Amazon in his garage in Washington. The rest is history.
Also, you can't beat your spawn point. It's so stupid. Like, ultimately, he was born into a fucking family that was wealthy enough that got him the best kind of education that literally also financed his original endeavor, his original business endeavor. All of that plays a dramatic role in your development, in your upbringing. And that, of course, is going to, you know, that's luck. It's probability. It makes things easier. And then after that, it's just like how predatory you are willing to be. That's it. If he was born 2 years later, someone else could have done this. Yeah, exactly. It's so fucking stupid. And also, if you are going to make a comparison between Jeffrey Jebediah Bezos and a comic book villain or character, how the do you not go with Lex Luthor?
Of course, but I can't stop thinking about how that one article that Bezos read put him on a path to world domination.
Wait, he literally is... I'm going to lose my mind. He's like, Jeff Bezos is not lucky, but that one article he read, he stumbled across, caused a sequence of events that led him into world domination, but which wasn't luck though. Here's the richest person ever.
Person in every country. This is Bernard Arnault. Arnault is the richest man in all of France, making his fortune in the luxury goods industry. However, he actually started at his father's company. Eventually, he made enough money there to purchase Christian Dior and over.
Oh, so you mean to tell me that the richest man in France was born rich? That's crazy. Born so fucking rich that he was able to purchase Christian Dior. Just a normal person working at his normal company. That's crazy. Please tell me more about how generational wealth does not factor into the equation. Because, hey, technically he didn't inherit it. Yeah, of course he didn't inherit it, but, you know, he worked his father's company.
Has acquired dozens of luxury brands under his conglomerate LVMH. Today he owns brands like Louis Vuitton, Hublot, Fendi, and many more. These brands have made him massive amounts of wealth, with his current net worth sitting at $176 billion.
Did you know if you had $100 last year, it's now worth close to $93? Inflation is at an all-time high, so it has never been more important to stop saving all your money and start investing it so you can start beating inflation. If you start at age 18 and invest $100 a month into the S&P 500 at an 8% return, you'll have $620K for retirement. $150 a month would be $930K. $300 a month would turn into $1.8 million. But start soon.
The stock market famously is always growing at the same 8%. It's just crazy. Everybody knows this. Like, the stock market never famously deviates, you know? It's always up.
Sooner rather than later, because if you start at 25 investing the same amount, you lose out on over $800K. That's the power of compound interest. Follow to get your money.
When it crashes, you just buy more? With what, motherfucker? With the money that you burned, that you pulled out of the trash? Is that how you're going to do it? Click on the NFT vid. Why?
You're new to NFTs. Where do you start?
Number one, don't say no. The biggest reason people are going to struggle with this opportunity is they decided it's not real. Live in and yes instead of or and no. Be curious. 50 hours of homework, podcasts, Twitter, Discord, 50 hours of homework, and humility. Humility is powerful in moments like this. I'm busy. I'm going to choose these other things instead of something that may or may not work out.
First of all, how the fuck is someone going to spend 50 hours a week in Discord servers and on Twitter? Yo, this is so... I often, like, forget how damaging this kind of advice probably is. Because, like, immediately, as soon as I see it, I laugh it off. And I'm like, no one actually, like, takes this shit seriously. But you know there's actually people that are... Like, you know that there are actually probably people out there that do this shit. That, like, look at this and they're like, yeah, I got to hit my 50 hours this week. 50 hours to learn how to gamble, bro. And the learning is done in Discord servers. I mean, that's like jailable. Okay, bro, I swear to God, this website, I mean, this page is incredible. 1 million followers. Everything on here is fire.
Non-fungible tokens, I got all of that, you know. Crypto, I'm into all of that. You know, I've invested in a lot of projects that I feel like is going to do well for me. And yeah, even with NFTs, I love the art, man. It's just amazing. Like, it's cool to have physical art, but to also have it on the...
Bro, anyone that says, I love the art of the NFTs, like, you should go to jail for that. Like, how the fuck can you lie so openly and so obviously?
I had a billionaire mentor of mine tell me that the
what a fucking banana statement to open up with. I had a billionaire mentor of mine.
heaviest thing in the entire world wasn't iron or gold, but it was an unmade decision. So if
that's it, bro. That's it. I'm officially dead. I have died. This video killed me. This is the end of me. Brain cancer that I will never recover from. It's a decision.
If you're at the edge of a big decision that you got to make in your life, you got to break up with a girlfriend, you got to leave your house, you got to start that thing that you want to do on the side. It's every day that you're delaying the decision that's weighing you down, not the decision itself.
From the same account, how to pay 0% student loan debt, 100% legal?
My student debt. Yeah, that's why I'm moving to Canada. What does that have to do with anything? Well, all the money I make in another country, none of it will have to be applied to a student loan repayment program. It's called the Foreign Earned Inclusion Program. How do I do that? Ask for a income-based repayment program. You could pay nothing for up to 25 years because you have no income and no monthly payment. And then in the 25 years, I don't have to pay it, right? Exactly. And it's entirely legal. Oh no, Biden's not going to forgive my student debt.
Homie just said just move to a different country and get a job there, bro. What the fuck? What a take. And live there for 25 years. Move to a different country, get a job there successfully, and then live there for 25 years, dude.
One way the middle class is being destroyed in America. Yesterday, I went to the store to pick up a snack. I go by the water bottle area and I see that this generic water bottle costs $1.79, right? So then I go in line. I'm going in line and I tell the lady, I'm like, is it just me or did the prices get so expensive? And then she says, no, the prices have gone up. We're just not making more money. I had a discount, 15% discount. So I got my snack and then she's like, oh, you don't have to pay me anything. I was like, that's for free? She was like, yeah, it's 24 cents, but don't worry about it. She thought I was struggling. But with the CVS coupon I had a $1 free gift. So I gave it to her. No, I don't expect a Nobel Peace Prize for this. Anyway, yeah, this coffee, about $7.50. Welcome to inflation.
Bro, some of these are just straight confusing. Like, I feel like you have to have a bone missing in your brain.
You became a millionaire through the stock market. What are the best 5 stocks to buy? I actually did it by buying the best 500 stocks. I don't have enough money to buy 500 stocks. Don't worry about that. Just write this down. SPY. All right, but what about the other 499 stocks? Well, that's all you need. SPY is an S&P 500 ETF that tracks the top 500 stocks in the United States. So when you buy SPY, that's the equivalent of buying a fraction of the top 500 stocks in the US. Tesla, Apple, Amazon, they're all in there. It's really that simple? Pretty much. Follow to learn more.
Wait, why would anybody follow him? He just gave the advice away, bro. That's it, bitch. Numbers going up.
Here's how the rich use debt to become even richer. I'd like to buy this apartment building for $5 million. What are my options? Well, you could sell $5 million worth of your stock holdings and pay 23.8% in capital gains taxes. Or you could take a $5 million margin loan against your stocks at a 1.5% interest rate. And I'd get a tax deduction for the interest I pay on the margin loan, right? Correct. So I can either sell my stocks and pay a quarter of their value in taxes.
This is good because this is showing the cheat. I mean, they're saying that as like a positive, but that is literally the cheat, and that's why it's a negative. This is actually the first video that I've seen where it's like, oh no, that's like he's glitch hacking.
Or I can keep my stocks, get another $5 million in cash at an interest rate that's lower than inflation, and get a tax deduction for the interest I pay on that loan. And you forgot to mention that your monthly income from your new apartment building will be double the required payment on your loan. And people wonder why the rich keep getting richer. Here's how the rich use debt.
Wait, is this guy an anti-capitalist? What's going on? Rich own assets, poor buy liabilities. Buy assets, people. Like, this guy thinks you can just like live a normal life without having a car or renting. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna run the work, dumbass? Are you gonna clean yourself when it rains? How are you gonna live? Like, what are you supposed to do? 3 things you should not buy before becoming rich.
Before you become rich and wealthy. Number 1, you should definitely not be going out there buying an expensive luxury car, especially when you're trying to become rich and wealthy. And if you're gonna buy it, make sure you have the option to pay cash for the car. That's how you know you can afford it. Number 2, you should definitely never be going out there trying to buy all the name branded clothes and bags and jewelry when you're trying to be rich and wealthy. It all adds up, folks. Number 3, going out to expensive restaurant and dining and whining folks all the time. I'm telling you, I've done it. It is expensive. And at the end of the day, you spend a lot of money on this kind of stuff, and it's unhealthy for your diet anyways. If you want to be
It's not true. Expensive restaurants are not always unhealthy for you. Also, I don't disagree with this advice. It's not bad. But, you know, don't stress it. If you want to buy some nice things every now and then, fucking live your life.
Become rich and wealthy. Live below your mean until you get there. And after that, you can spend whatever you want to spend. That's more smarter.
If you want to buy fucking nice things every now and then, you know, if it's in your budget, just don't be a fucking joyless weirdo.
What is your advice to overthinkers?
A quote that has helped me immeasurably.
And it's from a book called The Horse, the Boy, the Fox and the Mole. The boy and a horse are in the woods.
What?
And the boy says to the horse, I can't see a way through. And the horse says, can you see your next step? And the boy says, yeah. And the horse says, then just take that.
Wow.
And it hit me.
Yeah.
All of the time, we look at the goal, we look at the future, we look at the end game, we look at how long a journey.
Dude, my favorite thing is when like instant self-report, when it's like, what's your favorite book? Oh, you know, fucking, can't even think of a children's book. God damn it. The joke is that he is literally like, that's the last time he read. Okay, green eggs and ham, exactly. How to not
Investors do not pay taxes. Elon Musk said, how do you guys want me to pay taxes? I don't make any money. I'm not an earner, I'm an investor. The only way for me to pay taxes is to sell stock. You have to become an investor in 2022. One of your goals should be, I invest more money this year than I actually made last year. Imagine how big that changed. How much money did you invest this year?
Close to $1 million.
11 years ago, he didn't see how he would ever make $1 million in a year. This year, he invested.
Who are they talking to? Like, I guess me, technically, like literally, I'm like one of the 8 people that listens to this and goes, I mean, I could do that. Yes. And it's like what, you think dudes making fucking $35,000 a year are going to be like, yeah, I know I'm paying rent and stuff. And like, you know, the budget shortfall is like built into my existence, but I should probably, you know, invest instead of working to survive at subsistence wages. Who is he talking to?
$1 million. He's probably spending 500 grand a year and he invested double that. The moment you go from spender to investor, you will reduce your tax bill.
You know how much tax I'm gonna pay on that 2.4 million?
Zero. Why? Because he's a hero. Okay.
Bro, this is why we got a fucking, tax doc guy specifically.
I pay less taxes than you do.
Wait, what'd you
I
just
pay
say?
less taxes than you do.
No, there's no way. How is that possible?
Because of the tax advantages of real estate. It's the lowest taxed income in the world. Not stocks, not a Bitcoin or a startup investment. The tax advantages from real estate are freaking just off the rails.
What am I doing?
He's right.
I pay less taxes than you do.
Wait, what'd you
I
just
pay
say?
less taxes.
He's 100% right about that. No, he's not wrong about that. He's not wrong about that. That's Donald Trump, dude. What do you think? How do you think he fucking pays $0? No, it's disgusting. Straight up. We should not allow that. Exactly. That's the difference is like, I see that and I go, well, that's kind of fucked up. That shouldn't happen. We should not allow that. Exactly. That's the difference is like, I see that and I go, well, that's kind of fucked up. That shouldn't happen. Motherfuckers, on the other hand, see that and go, that's pretty poggers, actually. That's how I should do it too.